Well, we're back. It is the April edition of our Love Greater Cape Ann update. I'm Ken Riehl, CEO of the Greater Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, and with me again today are...
I'm Pszenny. I am the 2022 president of the Greater Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce and owner of Cape Ann Lanes and Laneside Pub and Brewery.
And also the chair of our Next Gen Young Professionals group.
Yes, thank you, Olivia.
Can't forget that. And I'm Olivia Perez. I'm the director of community relations at the Chamber of Commerce.
Terrific. Thank you both for joining today. And Caitlin, you sound a little bit foggy, so especially kudos for you for taking the time. I know you're not 100% today.
Working from home today.
Yeah.
Not and keeping my germs to myself.
I get it. You've been there, done that. So here we are coming into spring, running full speed ahead into spring. We had a heck of a March, and we're 3 weeks in. We got a week or two to go, but it's been one big thing after another. We started out with our economic outlook work, our economic work with our breakfast over at Cape Ann, which is a fun place to have it. We filled Cape Ann with 50+ people and really heard from an inspiring speaker on housing and the whole affordability angle, which is a huge deal for everybody here on the North Shore and further. And it's something that our Government Affairs Council looks at every single month. And we have taken some positions around the communities on housing and working with communities. And we're going to hear from you, Olivia, a little bit on that, because I know you're front and center on it. And as you're in most of the meetings, which including the one recently with Gloucester that went until what, about midnight or so?
Close to it, 11:30, and then they shut it down. So
it is a hot topic and so important for our community and for our businesses. You know, people need to be able to afford to live here. And so we had a focused topic on that. And then the next week was bigger. It was our big kickoff to celebrate you, Caitlin, coming into your presidency, delayed from January. You know, we did it in March and celebrating our 100-year young anniversary with our Roaring 20s theme. And I was very pleased with how many people actually kind of dressed up for it.
Yeah.
You know, it was a fun night.
It was very fun. Everyone got to see my daughter Ava do the speech, whether that was planned or not.
Ava was up there in front with you. That was terrific.
Yeah, no, it was a great time. Mr. Meat was a lot of fun. The band it was really exciting for me to see some new faces in the crowd, a lot of young faces in the crowd.
Yeah. And
also the vendors that we were able to use were a lot of people that I've made some personal connections with throughout my years in business, and it was really great to be able to utilize those excellent professionals. So I had a blast. Probably too much fun.
You never had too much fun.
But it was great, and the venue was beautiful. Yeah.
Beauport always does a nice job, and we just about filled that room, which was terrific, especially considering, you know, we're still coming out the other side of the pandemic here. And it's just such a fun night to be back together and celebrating the chamber, celebrating you, thanking our exiting board members for their service. It's a nice night all around. And then going right into the following week with our first big of 2 raffles of the year, our Irish Sweepstakes, which that's traditionally our breakout event in the spring. We've been breaking out all over March, so it wasn't quite as unique as it has been, except that we did it in Ipswich, which was so cool.
Yeah, at the beautiful mansion at the Hellenic Center, and it was really exciting to have our first big signature event in Ipswich. So I mean, they did a beautiful job. It was a lot of fun. The food was delicious. And a lot of good winners. I actually sold one of the winning tickets again.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
Bev Lowe was one of.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Bev does quite a bit with us on our foundation. She's awesome, and it was so great having Corey Kukuru of the Bridge co-host with us, and Andrew was there with the streamography. So we were streaming live, and he did a great job. And the room was decked out nicely, and all of our Irish attire and festive food by Vinwood. They did a really nice job. Just a fun event, and we had upwards of 200 people there. It was a lot of people there, and gave away $20,000 in cash.
Yeah, there was a great 50-50 pot too. So people came out, supported, and it was a great event overall. So
yeah, and so now we go into April. April's after such a big March. April's a little bit of a respite for us, except that especially Olivia and myself and the team here, we're right at crunch time now with our publications. So everything goes to press in early April. So the deadlines are upon us. All the content, the photos, the Greater Cape Ann Guide, the map, and the Rockport map are our three main pieces, and more than 260,000 pieces go to print in 2 weeks. And so they're going to be tremendous this year. The content is fantastic. The imagery and the stories are really wonderful and informative. And we're looking forward to getting those out there to the community.
I must say that this is my third year now working on the publications.
Yeah.
And I am so looking forward to the content, specifically because we're adding Ipswich into it, and it's just going to completely expand our reach and promotion of businesses in the community. So it's really exciting. We have a lot of, I'm not going to give any spoilers to the content, but there's a lot of fun content coming out and great photos. So it's really going to be fun once we see it in print in our hands in May. So really looking forward to that. And it's a lot of work. The team is all hands on deck with it, and it's going to be wonderful. So
yeah, I agree. And coming up in April, we do have a few things. We actually have a big in-person networking event. We are networking in person. Sounds strange to say, but we weren't for a while. We were not getting together. Everything was Zoom. We're still doing Zoom as well. Coffee and Connections is the first Thursday of every month. But we're actually networking the day before that at Bank Gloucester in Ipswich,
yeah,
of all places. And that's going to be a good one. The banks always put on a terrific networking event. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then we're already planning into May. We have our work in education is funded by an event there. We do it at Bass Rocks Golf. It's our business education fundraiser. And that's on the 23rd. And I think we've got a new event this year, Olivia, that you're involved with.
Yep, that is true. It is called WellFest, a Greater Cape Ann Community Wellness Fair, and it's going to be on May 15th, which is a Sunday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the new Glen T. McLeod YMCA here in Gloucester. So it's going to be a wonderful new event that is organized by the Chamber's Health and Wellness Committee. It's going to be very diverse in terms of the vendors you're going to see, from massage to some nonprofit organizations to general health care, to various different nonprofits in various sectors. So it's going to be really great. And we're going to have a blood drive as well. The Red Cross will be there. And it's gonna be outside. So I'm hoping we'll get a bubble machine there. We're gonna have a DJ play some nice soft music, and we're gonna even have some puppies there. So right after you give blood, you can kind of have some healing with some puppies.
Are they gonna be for sale, or they're just like rental puppies?
Cape Ann Animal Aid. Yeah, so they may even be able to have some adoptions.
Oh boy. All right. I'm not bringing my wife. I'm going solo to this event.
Yeah,
right
I'm hoping I can just bring my dog and plop it in there so I don't have to worry about it.
Eva
But yeah.
and Nico need a puppy.
no, they do not.
Yes, they do.
Not. Actually, Ava calls Nico her puppy, so Ava's all set.
Oh, okay. She is all set.
She introduced her brother to someone at the Y yesterday as Doggy, because Doggy is her puppy.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you don't need one.
All right. Okay, you're good.
We'll
Um,
save them for everybody else to take them home into a loving home.
Well, we look forward to the event. It's going to be great. It's just a wonderful way to show off everything that the community is doing in health and wellness. And it's a big part of our mission work here at the Chamber. I did want to circle back just quickly to the economic development stuff going on, especially housing. And Olivia, you're involved in all of these community meetings, literally as our community relations director. You're staying up until midnight, when Gloucester's going to midnight, and you're going to Ipswich, and you're going to Essex and Rockport and Manchester. And tell us what you think about that. How's that going?
So it's been going really great, I must say. There's a lot of meetings, a lot of municipal meetings, but they're all very informative, and it's a great way to kind of learn how a municipality works. And by attending them, you really are up to date on everything that's going on, whether it's, planning for the upcoming summer season with various towns trying to figure out the best way to offer outdoor dining and coming to a mutual agreement, to outdoor entertainment policies, which is something that Ipswich is dealing with right now, and something that all of the greater Cape Ann communities have on the agenda is zoning, and trying to look at their current zoning bylaws and seeing how we can tackle the current housing availability and housing affordability crisis that we're experiencing. So there is a lot to keep up with. I encourage all of our members to go to the municipality that you live in or work in website and look at the public meeting notices. By attending these meetings, there usually is a public comment period, so you could speak and give your input, and that's something I really encourage. And the various Board of Selectmen or City Council will take your input into consideration. So I just want to make sure everyone knows that you have a voice and you can use it.
That's exactly right. And you've been doing such a great job. Take most recently Ipswich as an example, informing businesses when there's a topic that's coming up on these agendas that they need to be informed of and part of the conversation. You're just there. I mean, the Chamber is there at the table and bringing in the business community and speaking for the business community. And, a number of businesses showed up in Ipswich for the entertainment policy review. And it was a very positive conversation, and I think without that information from us, I don't know that it would have been as productive. And so that's what you've allowed us to do. And you're just doing a great job at it. And I appreciate all the late nights that you're putting in and the miles. But you're certainly, you're well representing the Chamber and the business community.
Thank you. It's great when your boss says nice things.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yes.
Caitlin, anything else from you?
Yeah, just wanted to throw out there a couple of committees that are going to be having some events in March as well. In April as well. The Business Women's Committee is meeting at the Crow's Nest, their annual Crow's Nest event on April 7th.
Yeah.
That is a registration required type event. So go to the Chamber website if you'd like to go to that. It's always a fun time. I've been quite a few years in a row, and it's always fun. So it's good that we're back there. And then also stay tuned, because Next Gen is trying to put together a casual networking event towards the end of April. So any new young professionals in the area or anyone that just wants to get involved, stay tuned for that. We will be announcing that shortly, hopefully by the end of next week. And if you want to stay linked into that, you go to our Facebook page. If you just search Next Gen Cape Ann on Facebook, you can actually sign up on our mailing distribution list right on that, so that we can keep you updated on the events coming up.
Super. CapeAnnChamber.com, Facebook pages. Give us a call if you have any questions. We can always help you out here. 283-1601. And until we meet again a month from now, you guys have a great April, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys shortly. And we'll catch up with you soon. Stay safe, and thank you all.
Bye-bye.